Senator Joe Manchin of West Virginia joins me now. He's on the Armed Services Committee. Senator Manchin, I know you must feel this conflict between the visceral want to get even with what they did to our guys, and they're probably going to do to more of our guys, and the quicksand we walk right back into when we get into another war. I don't want to speak for you. Your thoughts?
Chris, I agree. Everything you said, I agree with. The bottom line is that I come from West Virginia, and you hit us and embarrass us the way you have and attack our people, we're going to come after you. And that's exactly, we all feel that right now in my state of West Virginia and all over this country, that the barbaric actions they've taken against Americans and another Westerner. But here's the facts, Chris. We have spent 8 years training 280,000 person army in Iraq at a cost of $20 billion, and we see what we got for that investment. With that being said, what makes you think this will be any different? How do we choose who the friendlies are? How do we know that they won't be turned against us? How do we know, since they're all really in there trying to fight against Assad, and there's hundreds of different factions of groups fighting the Assad regime, if you will, and ISIS would say, hey, why don't you join with us and we'll fight Assad for you and with you. There's no guarantee whatsoever. It makes no sense to me that if we haven't learned anything, we've learned that until those people are willing, the people that live in that region, the Arab world, that should be a ground war for them. They should basically take back their homeland. They should clean up the mess that they have over there, the atrocities that are being committed. We, as the United States of America, have said and should simply say this: we will use our air power, our tactical power, our technicians, everything possible that we can to rid of that horrible evil. But it's going to have to be a ground assault by the people that live there, not by American troops coming back in.
Well, here's the problem. We've got some new poll numbers, Senator. If you want to know just how confounding this problem is with ISIS, if you will, take a look at this new poll from NBC and the Wall Street Journal. 62% of Americans say they support the president's plan to take action against ISIS. That's nearly two-thirds who want to attack ISIS by air, by us doing it. But at the same time, 68% of Americans also say they have little confidence the plan will work. That's more than two-thirds, who don't think attacking ISIS, which they support, will do any good. Talk about a confounding situation.
Well, in West Virginia, we understand the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. And that's exactly what we seem to be doing here. Think of all the blood and treasure that we've spent. If money or military might would change that part of the world, we'd have done it by now, Chris, and it hasn't happened. To think now that we're supposed to be sucked back in, we've got, what, close to 1,600 or 1,700 troops, our people in uniform over there. I understand that we need to support and basically protect our embassy there in Baghdad, the airport there that we need strategically, but basically moving out now and trying to fight this war for them. And make no mistake about it, if we get an American killed, if we get an atrocity such as what we've seen on TV happen to an American soldier, we'll send 170,000 if we had to protect them. We will get pulled into this thing one way or another, and it's ridiculous for us to put ourselves in that type of harm's way right now. Hit them as hard as you can. I agree with the airstrikes. I support the president. I thought he gave a good speech. I respectfully disagree spending $500 million trying to arm and find out who the friendlies that we could trust or count on.
Well, here's someone who disagrees with you on Fox this weekend. Senator Lindsey Graham of South Carolina took issue with the White House laying down a red line, as he put it, about no combat troops or boots on the ground, the way it's said now. Let's watch him.
We're fighting a terrorist army, not an organization. It's going to take an army to beat an army. And this idea we'll never have any boots on the ground to defeat them in Syria is fantasy. To destroy ISIL, what I was told or what I heard in your interview won't even come close to destroy ISIL. It's delusional in the way they approach this.
Well, there's the senator who I do respect, although you often disagree with him. I mean, Lindsey Graham there saying he's basically saying we can't avoid bringing a combat force into Syria, not just to Iraq.
Well, I would just say to that, I mean, Lindsey's a dear friend of mine, and I respect him, and he really, he works at this very hard, and he is serving in the military, still does serve in the reserves. But with all that being said, I thank him for his services. I just disagree. If he believes that basically now we can do it, we can train people and they're going to have a different result. We can go in there with boots on the ground and we'll have a different result. Why didn't we have it before? Al-Qaeda is still out there. Have we forgotten about Al-Qaeda? Have we forgotten about all the terrorist groups that want to do us harm? They're still there. And if ISIS, there'll be something else. And it continues over there. And the bottom line is, until the moderate people, the moderates in that part of the world that want to clean up their neighborhoods, that want to clean up their borders, until they're willing to fight and die for their own country, for the freedoms and the quality of life they want, we cannot go over there and do it for them. We've tried. We've given it our all. And the bottom line is, we're not going to let them come here. We're going to hit them wherever they may be with our airstrikes and all of our special offices as we have. But going back in, here's the thing. We'll have no choice at all. They're going to give us a CR with this vote in the CR. That's wrong, Chris. We should not. Those should be separated. They should not be put together. And that CR
Do you think we should have should your body, the United States Senate, vote on whether we continue these airstrikes?
Absolutely. We should be voting on the airstrikes.
Okay.
I think you'll get total support for that. And then, you know what? Vote on the ground. If you're going to vote on ground support, knowing that we're going to be in there, vote on the training. Vote on the $500 million of trying to pick who the friendlies are. Vote on that one, too. Don't put them all together and say, well, you know, Joe, if you vote against the CR, you're voting to shut the government down. I'm not voting for that. I'll stay here until the end of September, and I'll do my job, but we'll separate the two, and it's worthy of that. It's that important for the United States of America.
Thank you so much, Senator Joe Manchin.
Thank you, Chris.